Hey Sagittarius, welcome to January 2020. You're re-examining your values and beliefs. Make sure whatever your values and beliefs are, that they're reflected in your life. Because you're changing and your values and what you believe are going to evolve too. You have a talent for adapting to the ever-changing circumstances that are happening for you right now. And this is one of your strengths, because whatever the upheaval or transformation that's going on in your life, you can ride this out. Now, at times you may need a timeout. Create the space for you to do that. Another thing is be open to changing your attitude and approach to things. If you shift your perspective, you shift your attitude and your approach, you're going to find that you're very successful. And with your money as well. And your resources. You thrive on adventure. If you're feeling trapped by all the duties and the responsibilities, take it one day at a time, because this too shall pass. Now, Mars is in your sign all month. And Mars will give you that desire for travel, the desire to just get in the car and drive away. So create the space for you to be able to do that. You know, maybe take a day off here or an afternoon off over here. Build that into your schedule, because January is going to be intense for all of us. Saturn and Pluto are coupled together exact on January 12th. And the sun is coupled with them on the 12th as well, and it sits right in the Cancer lunar eclipse on the 10th. And this is in your value houses, your money, your resources. And so this is the time to really look at your self-worth, self-respect, self-appreciation, your talent, your gifts, your abilities, your resources, which is your time, your energy, your money, and how are you using them to create the life you want? Because this is an evolutionary year for all of us. And for you, it's right in this area of values. So it's really important to allow yourself to evolve with the changes that are happening for you. Maybe what it is you want, you don't want anymore. Maybe it's time for something new. It's also important to be using your resources wisely, because Saturn and Pluto will reward you if you are. They will reward you for doing your homework, having a strategy, being methodical, being practical, being grounded, and thinking long-term planning, short-term planning, looking at your future, both near future and distant future. It's also a time where you're going to see clearly, you know, what is my values, what is my partner's values, what is my values, what is other people's values. And it's important that you're honoring this transformation that's happening with you in regards to your values, your beliefs, your resources, and be open to them, be open to changing so that you're reflecting the new you in what you want in your life, what's important to you now. Because you know, things that used to be important to you may not be important to you anymore. Or something you valued before, you may not value now. And that's the growth. That's the transformation that's happening here. And this is, you know, a very intense month. It's bringing a lot of change for all of us. But we don't have to have all the answers right now. We're at the beginning of it. We're in a 1 month. And both of the moons this month are very much reflecting that we're at the beginning of something. That we're not the end of something, we're at the beginning of a new life. We're at the beginning of a new path. And for you, it's all about your resources. It's all about your earning ability and using your talent to build wealth in your life, and how your attitude is everything. So how we view things or what we value. So as a coach, what I've always taught people is that success needs to be based on your core values, not what society says success is. That's really important, that you're dialing out from what the world tells us, what a man is, what a woman is, what success is. Because that may not work for you right now. Success needs to be based on your core values now, what you believe now about yourself and your life and what you want and what matters to you now. Not, what the commercials are telling us on television, which is all illusion, but what is true for you, what is real for you. And that is where you go to yourself. You go to your own inner being, your own soul, and decide through this evolutionary process. Pluto's been in this area since 2008. So you have been changing your values for a really long time now. And, the party continues because we have 5 planets in there this month. And Saturn is there. And it's really important to be thinking long-term as well as strategic in whatever you're doing. So it's not about being impulsive and just like, well, I think I'll try this, throwing spaghetti against the wall and see what sticks. No, it's about really tuning into who you are now, what truly matters to you now, what you love and value now. Not what you love and valued last year, but what you love and value now. And let that be the new compass. Let that be the new direction that you go in. And then we do it step by step, because Saturn rewards people that are being practical, that are doing the homework, that are being strategic, that are planning out their steps to success. That gets rewarded with Saturn. And Pluto, who's in Capricorn, which is ruled by Saturn. This is what will reward you. And you have a lot of energy this month because Mars is in your sign all month. And he's going to give you some get up and go. And that's good because you have the drive and the determination to move in a new direction. Try something new. Is it time for a new direction in your life? Now, I am offering my YouTube channel Insiders course here in January. Have you thought about being on YouTube, publishing to YouTube, growing a business with YouTube? There's always room on here for great content. And if you have value to teach people anything, you can make part-time and full-time income on YouTube. And you don't have to have large numbers to be a big success on YouTube. That I can show you how to do. And if it's something that you're looking for, a new direction, and to own your own business or to take the business you own and grow it, YouTube could be a good fit for you. So it is something to think about. Honoring this new direction that the universe is offering you and being open to a new approach, new values, even beliefs, will give you the harmony and balance that you're seeking in your life right now. Absolutely. Uranus moves direct right after the Cancer lunar eclipse on the 10th. And you do have Uranus in that area of work habits, health habits. So it is about, innovating how you work, innovating the way you work. Uranus rules astrology. Uranus rules the internet. Uranus rules metaphysics. These are areas of growth for you that you could weave into whatever it is that you are currently doing. And then, of course, we have the mega conjunction here on the 12th. And that is what is transforming your values, and why it's so important for you to allow for this transformation to happen with you, because it is changing what you value. And that's good, because that shows the growth. Venus enters Pisces on the 13th. Mercury enters Aquarius on the 16th. So now you have Mercury moving into Aquarius, and then the Sun moves into Aquarius on the 20th. And this could really step up your life too, like step up the pace of your life and keep you busy in the community. And we have the Aquarius New Moon on the 24th. And this is really interesting too, because Uranus, the ruler of Aquarius, is challenging this new moon. So it is about innovating your work. It is about innovating your routine. It is a new start in the area of communication for you. Speaking, writing, teaching, short distance travel, your thought patterns. That's why the universe is saying, hey, is it time for a new attitude? Is it time for a new approach to what you're doing? It can mean the world for you and bring success your way. Now, Uranus always rewards those of us that reach out for new experiences, try something new, experiment with something new, do something new. And he is sweeping out the old. And for you, it could be a way of thinking. How you've been thinking, it needs to change. It needs to shift. Change. So, allow for the transformation to take place. We don't have to have the answers in January. We don't have to know, the hows and the whats. It's more important to be open to what the universe is presenting. Be open to what's happening and be very present. Don't go out into February, March, and all that. Stay really one day at a time. For all of us, we really need to be doing this, because all of these energies are so transformative and disruptive. This new moon is very exciting. However, it's disruptive. Uranus is challenging this new moon. Now, the new moon is at 4 degrees 22 minutes, so it's right at the beginning, which is saying you're right at the beginning of something, Sagittarius. So you don't have to have the answers. You don't have to know where it's all going. It's about being open to the new path, the new direction, the new life of where you're going, and you'll figure it out as you go. We'll get more answers in February and March and so on. And that's what it's about right now, is being open to new experiences, being open to a new approach to whatever you're doing, being open to using your resources in a way that allows for the growth, allows for your expansion into this new life that's unfolding for you now at this time. Very important to just be open. And one of your biggest strengths is your adaptability, the way that you can shift gears very quickly. And circumstances could be changing very quickly for all of us with these energies. This is huge. We have 5 planets in Capricorn in the beginning of the month. Saturn, Pluto, Mercury, Jupiter, Sun. And then the Aquarius New Moon blows in like a breath of fresh air and says, guess what? I'm here to disrupt things too. And just to make sure you're making the changes that you need to make. Now, what's good for you is Aquarius sextiles Sagittarius. So you do very well in the Aquarian energy. You love the Aquarian energy. And you're open to change. You like to adapt to whatever is going on or shifting. And you can thrive in these energies. The key is to be really tuned into who you are now and what you want in your life. What matters to you now? what you want in your relationships, what you want in your work, what you want. Because that's where you'll find, okay, these are my values now. This is what I value the most in my life. This is what my true values are now. And this will empower you to transform with the energies. Now, the Chinese Lunar New Year starts on January 25th, and it's the year of the rat. Can you believe it? It's the year of the rat. What does that mean? I don't know anything about Chinese astrology. I just thought it was a fun fact to throw in. I know I'm the dog in Chinese astrology. It's based on the year you were born. I think rats are very resourceful and they thrive, right? So they have the ability to thrive and multiply. So I guess perhaps if we're willing to be resourceful, that we too can thrive and multiply. Go forth and multiply. So that is very interesting. But you can Google it to find out, what animal you are in Chinese astrology based on the year you were born and what that means for you in the year of the rat. Oh. So for those of you open for love, available for love, with that Mars right in your sign, the universe could be bringing someone to you, someone right to your doorstep, or right in your circle of influence. I don't mean the pizza delivery guy. It could be someone that you meet through, local group or where you work or your friends or, in the neighborhood you live. And it could be someone that you like and is very different than the kind of person you've liked before, which is showing that your values are changing. And this includes who you're attracted to in relationship. So be open, because new people bring new opportunities. And new opportunities allow for us to see new sides of ourselves. And that's always good to do too. For those of you coupled, be aware at that Cancer lunar eclipse, there could be some sort of struggle that goes on with the resources or what you love and value, what your partner loves and values, or what you want, what he or she wants. Is be aware that you could be, in conflict, opposing each other at the time of the full moon. The way out is through Neptune. Neptune is trining the moon and sextile the sun. And that is where we go into the higher self. We go into the soul self. We go to God for the answers. And we use daydreaming and creativity and dreaming and meditating and using the free space to dream and create. So use Neptune as the way out of the conflict that may come up at the time of the full moon. It could feel like you're just emotionally dissatisfied, and you might even feel a little defensive, if your partner points something out or someone points something out. What? And so be aware of that. With Neptune, it's about rising above the drama and the karma and seeing the bigger picture of what's happening with all of us and using daydreaming as a tool to navigate these intense energies. Because with Mercury sitting right there, we can be too obsessive in our thinking. And you don't want to obsess about money or your resources. You want to flow with it. Focus on what you want, and then you do the work to get it. That's where Saturn rewards. That's where Pluto will reward. That's where Jupiter will expand for you. Jupiter is in here to expand your money, to expand your prosperity, not just in this year, but for the next 12 years. And it's very important for us to keep our mind focused on the positive, focused on what we want, because it's very easy to go into the dark with these energies and get stuck in negative thinking or obsessive thinking And that's not productive. It drains your energy and it doesn't bring you what you want. What brings you what you want is focusing on what you want and taking the action steps to make it happen. We have to do the work with Saturn. We have to do the work. With Uranus, it's about being open to the new, taking a new approach, new attitude, new way of communicating, new way of using social media to get what you want, new way of using technology to grow your business, using technology to grow your prosperity and abundance. And when you do that, you're going to see the benefit, and that helps the relationship. That helps the partnership. You know, with career and money and all of it, really, it is about you looking at what it is you love and value now. What's really important to you now? Are you working for long-term security? Do you want to move into a new career? Do you want to retire? You know, what is it that you want? Now is the time to really explore that. And when you do that, and you're open to the new life and the new direction that's coming in for you, things fall into place. And use your resources, your time, your energy, and your money, your talent, your gifts, and your abilities in the best possible way to build that prosperity for you, to build the abundance in your life going forward now and into the future. How is your health? Uranus is there waking things up. And, you know, are you doing things that are healthy for you? Are you doing, maybe like taking a new approach to your health or a new modality? You know, it's important that we are practicing extreme self-care in these energies, taking it one day at a time, being very present, taking care of the body, taking care of getting rest, taking that space to daydream and be creative, not wasting energy on thinking too much or obsessing about anything, and being open to new approaches to your health, being open to doing something new that would be very good for strengthening you physically. Spiritually, you know, this is a time to really give it over to Source, give it over to higher power. Do our spiritual work. For you, you know, it right in the home you can, you know, create that sacred space and meditate and, you know, listen to inspiring music. Do things that inspire you and allow for you to see the largeness of your life, see the largeness of your soul and how you are connected to all that is Source, the world, nature, and draw strength from that. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, favoring, and sharing my videos. Sagittarius, you're rocking awesome. And thank you for subscribing. You totally rock. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It helps to support the channel, and it lets you know when I upload. So until next time, Sagittarius, focus on what you love and value now. Flow with the changes, adapt to the changing circumstances, and you will thrive and have the success that you want.